Hi there. I wanted to take this opportunity to discuss technology in our school. It's very important that we consider technology as we move forward into this millennium and we consider technology and how it affects our school. So think about what school could be like if the students could spend time learning things that their teacher might not already know. What if students could have some specialized instruction, either more important or advancing them further than the rest of their class or helping them if they're a little bit behind their class? And finally, what if teachers were comfortable with technology and could be confident that they can use it effectively? So that is my that's my goal at our school, is to get that to happen. But there are some potential problems. A lot of pitfalls are poor infrastructure. If we don't have the technology to support the teachers in the classroom, we're not going to have an effective uh, technology situation. If the teachers are not interested and they don't have the skills, they're not going to be able to provide adequate technology support to the students. Does the administration support technology? It's great if the teachers all want to support technology, but all of a sudden, if something isn't working exactly right, then the principals and the superintendents aren't supporting them, that could be a problem. And then finally, are we using technology appropriately? Are we using it to support things that are useful with technology rather than things that might just as well be done with pencil and paper? um, a lot of times I believe that a little bit slower pace, a little bit old school helps to students learn what they're trying to learn in the long run a little bit better. So let's talk about the poor infrastructure. Um, if you're going to have teachers use iPhones or iPads, laptops, whatever in their classroom, they have to work 99% or more of the time. We can't expect teachers to start working on something and then all of a sudden it breaks. Then they have to figure out how to teach the lesson that they had planned to use the technology. Now they can't because the infrastructure is not there. So that infrastructure needs to be there, and the teachers need to be confident that it will be there and it will not hinder their education plans. And finally, it needs to be there for student success. Next, teachers' interest. This is an interesting analogy to a pencil. If you look at the left side, you've got the lead or the leaders. They're the first teachers to adopt technologies. They're, very tech savvy and they're trying new things all the time. And then we've got the sharp ones who are paying attention to the leaders. And then we've got the bulk of our teachers who are trying to teach, doing the best they can, um, not really looking for new technology, not against the new technology, but they're really concentrating on teaching the students. And this is where the bulk of our teachers are. Of course, there's the erasers and the undoers at the bottom end of the pencil, but let's not consider them because hopefully that won't be a problem at our school. But the majority of the teachers are this wood, this core teacher set that we have. And what we need to do is provide a professional development situation where all of these teachers can work together and get the most value from technology in their classroom. Next, the administrative support. Support the teachers using the technology. If there's a problem, don't take it out on the teachers. If something goes wrong, it's not the teacher's fault. And then provide adequate instruction to all the teachers so they can be confident in the technology. Appropriate technology. If it's not broken, don't fix it. So if a class is working well and the students are are doing well, don't use that piece of instruction to consider technology. Maybe consider something that's not working well. Maybe a little bit of technology could enliven up the students, or just change the way you look at that problem and help the students with that. Don't overdo it with the teachers. If they're not adequately trained, they can't use technology in the classroom. They just won't do well. And again, I said concentrate on infrastructure. That technology framework is necessary to make the teacher successful in the classroom. So, what does success look like? confident teachers and a fault-free infrastructure, not having to think about technology every time it's used. We're just learning reading, or we're learning to read. We're not using iPads integrated together with a smart board system that's not what we're about. We're just learning to read. And once you're worried about learning to read rather than learning to read with an iPad and a smartboard, then you've eliminated technology from your problem and made it part of the solution. And finally, success is more students engaged, more students effectively learning. That's our big goal for everything that's involved with education. And that being said, thank you for having me here. Are there any questions about technology at our school and where we should go from here? If not, have a good afternoon. Thanks a lot.